It is time for the Drew Yari Show. Drew Yari.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna watch the fucking main event. I just see Samoa Joe down. I'm like, no. I didn't get to see the rest of the show tonight anyway, so I left shop late. So yeah, I'll just go back and watch it tomorrow at the shop. So
they're actually showing the pay-per-view at Cielo Vista this Saturday.
Oh, pretty cool.
Yeah, it's at 6. I was debating, like, should I go? Because I'd only be paying like 54 cents to watch it because I have the Regal Pass and everything. So I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. Might as well go check it out. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be other wrestling fans there.
Yeah, I mean, because I'm off the 31st to the 5th, or no, not.
Oh,
the 5th,
nice.
Not the 5th. 31st to the 4th. So, and the missus, I think she closes on Saturday. So. I was like,
okay.
I was like, yeah, you know what? I'll pay. Maybe I'll go to the theater and watch AEW. Why the fuck not? But what's going on with you, man? How are your holidays?
Good. Rested. I didn't do much of anything just watched the NBA games on Christmas and slept until like 1 p.m. So
nice. You get any gifts?
No, I don't get gifts. I give gifts. Yeah, I don't like getting gifts at my age now. It's like, yeah, I don't deserve this shit. I'd rather just give.
Oh, you deserve it. Come on. I would have gotten you something if I had the money for it.
No, I mean, legitimately, I hate getting gifts. Like, I legitimately hate getting gifts. I love giving them. But like, it's like, yeah, no. So I just feel like it's not necessary when you're like, right. 35 and you got everything you need already. Like,
yeah, I just at this point in my life, I have everything I want as far as like materialistically, or material wise, if that's the right word. Which I just kind of tell everybody, just give me money. That's really all I want. Just money. Give me money or socks. I like socks. There's nothing wrong with socks.
Yeah, no wrong with socks, for sure.
But we got a nice little chat room tonight. D Extreme, Edward Very. Let me see if I'm saying this right. Goomba Anarumba. All right. Kyle.
A lot of new names here.
Yes, sir. Slave Cheeks, welcome. Rusted Brew, Maurice Bear, White Chocolate. Not to be confused with Jason Williams. And Space Curry. So welcome, guys. Welcome to last show of the year, our year-end show. Yeah, we're not really reviewing any shows tonight because we were off last week, and then this week, aside from NXT, I believe NXT was taped. Monday Night Raw was just a best of, and then Friday's gonna be a best of. So, and Justin already said straight up, he doesn't want to talk about AEW.
Well, I missed most of it already. It's not that I don't want to talk about it. It's like, it's most of the show. Like, I'm not going to go in here and just like, oh, I didn't see it, or, just... No. Do a disservice to everyone else here,
And Goomba and Arumba is Anna. So Anna has yet again changed her name. But we're going to do our year-end awards, give out our opinion on who we think is the best and worst of wrestling, or for lack of a better term, our least favorite and our personal favorites of the world of wrestling in 2023, and of course some Q&A. And then if there's time, actually, you know what? Let's just get out of the way. You want to do predictions for this Saturday?
We'll probably do it at the very end, yeah.
I don't. I kind of want to do it right now, just get it out of the way, and then we just do everything else.
We might as well do Wrestle Kingdom too. Okay, probably not. I'm just kidding about that. But I think you're gonna be like, who the fuck are these people?
It's like, what's a Wrestle Kingdom? But yeah, whatchamacallit? World's End AEW is this Saturday in Uniondale, New York, at Nassau Veterans Memorial Coliseum. Let's see. There's 9 matches announced. I imagine there's going to be more. MJF versus Samoa Joe for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. MJF, more than likely.
From what I just saw at the very end, it looks like Samoa Joe was fibbing us on the injury. So yeah, MJF.
All right. And then probably the reveal of whoever the devil's going to be. But who do you think? Who do you think is the devil?
Adam Cole.
Okay, not no Jack Perry.
That's my second choice, and my third choice is Tony Khan, just for the LOLs. Oh, that'll be great.
It was
me, MJF. Or I'd be like, it's me, MJF.
It was me, Maxwell. You shouldn't have called me a fucking mark.
But
I know he was moaning.
Yeah, I don't know. He's always coming in his pants when he hugs people. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Jack Perry, and more than likely Adam Cole. Miro versus Andrade in a singles match.
Probably gonna go Miro. Should be a very good match. This match just has no heat really with me. But did you see Lana's post on social media of her arm?
Wait, what'd she do?
You didn't see that she had to get emergency surgery?
I think so, but how bad is her arm though?
It's pretty fucked. It had a bad infection. But she was posting it on social media, and she was throwing up and showing her vomiting and shit. I'm like, I don't want to see this shit. But yeah, it was pretty gnarly.
Not a good look. So who are you going with this?
Miro.
I'll go with Miro as well. Swerve Strickland versus Keith Lee.
Swerve.
Oh boy. No disqualification match for the TNT Championship. Christian Cage versus Adam Copeland.
Oh man, it's kind of tough. I'm gonna say Adam Copeland, but I don't know if it's the right time to even take the title off Christian.
No.
I don't know, but this is the second match. Yeah, I'm gonna go Edge.
Yeah, I'll go Edge too. This I don't know. This just seems too soon because Edge debuted in August or September.
Yeah, at Wrestle Dream,
and we're already having this match. So I don't know, but yeah,
I mean it's the second match,
right? But whatever. I'll go with Edge. AEW Tag Team Championship: Big Bill and Ricky Starks versus Chris Jericho and Sammy Guevara.
No.
What?
That's not the match.
Then what's the match?
The match, they just changed the match to an 8-man tag, so it's Sammy Guevara, Chris Jericho, Sting and Darby Allin versus Ricky Starks, Big Bill, Powerhouse Hobbs, and Kyle Fletcher.
Okay, I'm just looking at the match card on.
It just changed maybe 15 minutes ago. They just announced it, so.
Why'd they change it?
I don't know. I didn't watch the show. I don't know. But I'm going with the Bayface team because Sting hasn't lost yet. So Sting hasn't lost a match yet. So I'm going with Sting's team.
All right, I'll go with whatever team Sting is on because they love him. All right. AEW World Women's Championship, Timeless Toni Storm versus Riho.
Toni Storm.
TBS Championship, Julia Hart versus Abaddon.
Julia Hart.
FTW Rules match for the FTW Championship, Hook versus Wheeler Yuta. I don't give a fuck.
Well, at least pick a person, but I'm going with Hook.
I'll go with Hook because he offends me the least. And then, I don't know if this is not the main event, obviously, but Jon Moxley versus Eddie Kingston in the championship final for the AEW Continental Classic for the inaugural Triple Crown Championship, Ring of Honor World Championship, NJPW Strong Openweight Championship, and inaugural AEW Continental Championship.
I couldn't even hear you on that. You're cutting out.
Let me start it again.
On my side, at least.
Jon Moxley versus Eddie Kingston in the championship final for the AEW Continental Classic for the inaugural Triple Crown Championship.
I was going to go Eddie Kingston.
Yeah, sure. I'll go with him too. But that's World's End. It's this Saturday, and anybody... I don't know if this is just San Antonio or Regal in general. If you have a Regal Theater in your town, they might be playing AEW World's End this Saturday. So look into that. But yeah, Moxie will be out to Japan in 1 week. I don't know.
Yeah, because of Wrestle Kingdom. So him, no, Claudio ain't gonna be over there, but several, like Bryan Danielson, obviously is gonna be in Wrestle Kingdom. So several people.
All right, so the year-end awards. This is the 6th annual year-end awards since the show started in 2018. Do you already have your picks?
No.
Okay, so you're just playing it by ear?
Nah, I have them here. I'm just kidding.
Like, Jesus Christ. We added a few new nominations a few weeks ago, so we're going to start from the bottom. Justin, who is your worst or just your least favorite faction in wrestling?
Whatever QT's Marshall's fuck crew was.
Okay. Mine is the Blackpool Combat Club. Don't care for them.
That is the worst faction to you?
My least favorite faction.
Oh, least favorite. Okay. I literally took it as worst faction. But anyway.
Which is, again, subjective, but just don't care for the group. Love Danielson. Just everything else, don't care.
You don't like Cesaro?
Huh?
You don't like Cesaro?
Cesaro's fine. Just, I kind of would wish Bryan Danielson was on his own and Cesaro was on his own, so. And it's weird that the group was made because of William Regal, and now that he's gone, they're still doing the group.
Kind of like Judgment Day with the other side as well, with having that theme song.
Yeah, that's still weird too. It's just like that was an edge.
That's a great theme song. It's fantastic.
No, I love it. It's dope. Who is your favorite faction in wrestling?
So I got some honorable mentions first. We'll kind of read those off. Then I'll give you my actual faction of the year. So Bullet Club Gold. They came into their own this year. Jay White coming on over. At the beginning of the year and doing his thing. And Bullet Club Gold. Did some great things during the summer. Damage Control. What else can you say about them? Great women's faction. The Bloodline, obviously, kind of fell off a little bit this year, but still great, nevertheless. Shout out to Stardom Club Venus, Mina Shikawa, Mariah May, Isaiah Brookside. They did some great things over there in Stardom. But my faction of the year goes to none other than the Judgment Day. I don't think there's another correct answer other than the Judgment Day.
Correct. That's who I chose. They are over. I mean, granted, there was a point where they were being overexposed. Now, not so much. They're kind of like where they need to be. But they are the most over faction in WWE. People like them. People react to them. And, Damian Priest is a star. Rhea's a star. Dom is, people love to hate him. And Finn Balor's the guy. He's a technician. And JD is the guy that gets his ass beat. And now you got R-Truth. So good for R-Truth. But Judgment Day it is. Who is your favorite announce team?
Fair announce team. Honorable mentions real quick for me at least. Booker T and Vic Joseph. Really just Booker T. Like he's the greatest. Like he's the greatest. Michael Cole and Wade Barrett. But it's really Michael Cole and Corey Graves whenever they're doing pay-per-views.
My choice is actually Vic Joseph and Booker T. I think they're really good together. I know people aren't crazy about Booker T's announcing. He can really be over the top. But he just makes me laugh. And then Vic Joseph, I think, is very under the radar as far as like an announcer goes. Just something about his voice is very calming. Like, I I don't hate Corey Graves the way a lot of people seem to, but there's kind of been a point where Corey Graves just sounds very much like phoned in at some points. Like, when he first started out, he kind of sounded like he was his own man, and then he just became another Michael Cole ripoff. And Michael Cole's actually been doing like really well since Triple H took the reins. But I really do like Vic Joseph and Booker T together. They really do kind of mesh well. Whereas, Vic Joseph is more of the straight guy, and Booker T is like, the over the top, animated comedy guy. He's funny, unintentionally. I'll put it that way. But those are my choices. I didn't have a nomination for worst announced team because there's not really any bad announced teams. There's just bad announcers, in my opinion. But I don't know if you had like a least favorite announced team.
No.
Okay. Let's see. Rookie of the year. Who is your choice for Rookie of the year?
Not a lot to pick from for rookies. It seems kind of light on rookies this year, but honorable mention Lola Vice, but mine as of right now is Kalani Jordan.
You read my mind. Kalani Jordan. Like you just said, the rookies kind of came like towards the end of the year. This is more of a year for like breakout stars. Or just like people who just vastly improved. But Lola, she's obviously going to be a star, because of the aesthetic, look of her. She needs to get better in the ring, in my opinion, but I think Kalani is, a much better worker. So I'm going to go with Kalani. Bonehead moment of the year. So in your opinion, who dropped the ball in the year of 2023 for professional wrestling?
I'm gonna go with the Matt Riddle airport incident that got him fired.
Hey, you're reading my mind, dude. Yeah, Matt Riddle, just a guy who had potential to be a star. I mean, there was a point where the guy was getting over and getting reactions, and then Orton leaves, and they tried to do something with him, but he just got in his own way, and just the airport incident was unfortunately the final straw. So. Matt Riddle fumbled the ball, unfortunately. So, worst promo of the year, I kind of had a hard time going over because I couldn't really think of any really bad promos. So, who was your pick for the worst promo, or just a promo that you just didn't really care for?
Anything Ronda Rousey.
Okay,
I can't pick one, but anything Ronda Rousey was just god awful this year.
I'm gonna do the same. She just was not very good on the mic this year. So, it's good to see her that she's enjoying time in like Ring of Honor or where the fuck she's at. So good for her.
Well, yeah, I don't even think she's not in Ring of Honor permanently. I think it was just like a 1 or 2 time thing. You know what I mean? So.
Right. What was your favorite promo of the year?
So go through a couple honorable mentions first. Before I get to my promo of the year. First one was Will Ospreay's promo at the Wrestle Kingdom press conference. I thought the emotion that he had in that promo itself was something that added a new layer to his character and, add a new layer to him as a wrestler, because not a lot of people really was on Will Ospreay as far as promo skills was concerned. So next I have the Jey Uso super kicking Roman, saying that he's out. Then the Usos turning on the Bloodline, and that led to the match in Saudi. Edge and Christian's promo in AEW, the Go Fuck Yourself from Christian. Thought that was great. CM Punk SmackDown promo, the one that should have been the original return promo, but whatever. Also, CM Punk's One Bill Phil promo. Mm-hmm. Very good there. And another CM Punk promo, CM Punk versus Ricky Starks promo. I thought that was very good as well, with Ricky Starks coming in there and holding his own against CM Punk. But my promo of the year is Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns' first encounter on SmackDown, when Roman was laying down time. I was like, have you ever won that? Have you ever competed for one of these?
That was good. There's been a lot of good promos. Mostly CM Punk and mostly Reigns, mostly Cody. Punk's had, obviously Punk always has good promos. His return on Collision, I thought was a good promo. The one Bill Phil, I'm sorry that you're as soft as the wrestlers you like. That was good. I'm trying to think of it. Was the Ricky Starks promo against MJF? That was this year, right?
Oh no, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if that was the beginning of this year or at the end of last year. I don't know.
I don't know if anyone can chime in.
That was a really good promo too.
Punk's return on SmackDown. I might put that as my favorite. The Cody stuff, the Cody encounter with Roman, where he's saying have you ever won one of these, and talking about Dusty. That was pretty good too. But I'm gonna say the Punk return on SmackDown. That was my favorite if I had to pick anything. Okay, so what was your least favorite pay-per-view of the year?
Didn't see all the pay-per-views. Unfortunately saw the main event, the NWA 75th anniversary show.
For me, it was SummerSlam. Aside from the Brock and Cody match, the rest of the show was not very good. The main event was just, again, typical Roman match, big schmoz, theatrics, and Roman just walking on the ring, stalking his opponent. So, and just the ending I hated, and just everything else was bleh. So that's my choice. What was your favorite pay-per-view of the year?
Honorable mentions real quick. An Elimination Chamber in Montreal. Great crowd. Another great crowd was Backlash. Forbidden Door this year. This just fucking fantastic wrestling. So was Revolution. AEW Revolution. I thought those are the two best AEW pay-per-views of the year. But my pay-per-view of the year was WrestleMania Night 1.
You read my mind again.
Top to bottom, probably the best wrestling WrestleMania.
Exactly. Night 1 was my favorite. Like you said, Backlash in Puerto Rico. Fucking amazing crowd. Loved it. Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny should have fucking been the main event. Like, there's really no if, ands, or buts about that. That should have been the main event. Money in the Bank was pretty good, too. But yeah, those are my picks. Best moment of the year. Or just favorite moment of the year.
Quick honorable mention, CM Punk's return, obviously. AW All In, just that spectacle, the crowd, being that was the biggest wrestling crowd, not like necessarily ever, like, obviously that's what you're saying, ever, but just seeing another company doing something on a WWE level was fantastic. Sami Zayn at Elimination Chamber in Montreal, that was just fucking fantastic. TNA coming back. I mean, that's, little bit, but that was a little bit more of a year. And also AEW versus NXT, that Tuesday Night War, just the sheer pandemonium behind it was just unreal. Social media was like on fire for that week, especially that day. But my moment of the year is WWE being sold. WWE being sold to Endeavor, and yeah. I mean, that's the moment of the year.
Okay. See, I wasn't really thinking about that. That's more of a business thing, and well, to me, it is. So I was thinking more about. Like,
I mean, it is, but
right. So I mean, so that was pretty big. But for me, Punk coming back at Survivor Series, that was huge because I think we were expecting it too much, but we weren't really thinking it would actually happen. Because I remember you and me when we do our predictions, we're like, yeah, it's too obvious. He might not even show up. It would probably be better for him to come back at like Rumble or whatever. But it happened, and it was fucking huge. So I'm going to go with that. Let's see. 2024 is my year award. So who do you think is going to have the biggest year in 2024? It doesn't have to be just one wrestler. It can be multiple wrestlers.
Well, I got one wrestler, but honorable mentions Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, MJF, Schwartz, Strickland. MJF is kind of an asterisk if he comes to WWE. But I'm going with Gunther. I think this is going to be Gunther's year where he's in the main event scene. He's going to win the world title, Royal Championship. And, I don't know how long his reign would be, but yeah, I think it's going to be Gunther.
I mean, I think Gunther already had a pretty big year in 2023.
But he's gonna have a bigger year in 2024.
Sure, true. I had two actually. I chose Swerve, and then Drew McIntyre. Just purely based off of him as a heel. I'm loving his heel run because he's saying things that are true, and that's what makes him such a good heel. Is that he's just like, especially that one promo where he's like asking the crowd, "What would you do if somebody attacked your family? Like, would you want retribution? Would you want revenge?" And the whole crowd just kind of went, yeet. So just that's what makes him such a good heel, is that you buy into what he's saying, but you still hate him. So I'm interested to see what this heel Drew run does for 2024. And honorable mention, kind of like you just said, CM Punk, but CM Punk's already a star. Cody's already a star. Gunther, he's going to be huge, obviously. LA Knight, I think he's going to have a big year, and I think Solo's going to have a big year. So those are my choices. Most improved. Who is the most improved wrestler of 2024? It doesn't just have to be one. It can be 1, 2, 3, however you choose.
There's only one answer that I'm going to give for these, but honorable mentions again. Dominic Mysterio continues to improve. I think Trick Williams improved this year, obviously. You got the Guns. I think the Guns this year, they really improved on what they did, and being in the Bullet Club Gold gave them that more exposure. Julia Hart as well, she improved, and now she's a TBS champion, and she's gonna get even better. But there's really only one answer: it's Tiffany Stratton.
Not a wrong answer, because I love Tiffany. I'm gonna go with Dom. Because for someone like Dom, who's done a complete 180, well, with me, not just with me, but with fans, is like, when he first came in, I'm not gonna say I hated the guy, but I just looked at him like, this guy needs something, because he's losing me. He needs to bulk up, he needs some facial hair, and he obviously needs to get better. And, flash forward a year later, he's main eventing a Madison Square Garden with CM Punk. So the guy has massively improved over the course of a year. Tiffany Stratton, I'm still going to give her a flower. She was great. I would say she's my second most improved. Trick, started to show something towards the end of the year. So those are my three most improved, but Dom's going to be my most improved. Underrated wrestlers. So who do you think is a wrestler that deserves more recognition than they've gotten?
These are wrestlers that are so under the radar that we mention them on here, but we never really give them their flowers. And me stuck, sitting back and thinking about this is something that I want to bring. Okay, first and foremost, Thea Hale. I think she's fantastic. I think she's great. Now, not as far as in-ring concerned, but just her whole character and facial expressions and emoting, I think she's great. Fallon Henley. Always on NXT every week. Nah, she's not the one that stands out the most. She's not the best, but she is definitely somebody that can go in the ring, get the job done. She can cut a promo. Not a great promo, but she can cut a promo. I think she's fantastic. Ricky Starks. What else can you say about Ricky? He's just fantastic, amazing. I think him coming over to WWE will do him wonders, and I think he will come to WWE next year. I really do, with his contract's up. This is just for me, and maybe to some people in the chat, but I don't expect you to know who this is, Drew. Yota Tsuji from New Japan. He and Shota Umino are going to be the new aces of New Japan in the next 5 to 10 years. Right now, it's Okada, it's Tanahashi, it's Naito. Yota Tsuji, Shota Umino, those are going to be the new guys for New Japan, so I really am impressed on what I've seen from them this year. But my most underrated, I was going to say most underrated wrestler of the year, this is going to be out of left field for a lot of people, but I'm going with Josh Briggs. I think Briggs is damn good at what he does. I just think that he is not being seen as that because he's they literally just broke up on Tuesday. Briggs and Jensen and Fallon Henley, they're all going their separate ways now. But 2024, Josh Briggs. He's gonna be a main eventer in NXT.
That's interesting because I wasn't thinking about Briggs, and I like Briggs. So there's been a lot of wrestlers that have gone under the radar this year. Most of them are in NXT. Briggs, you just brought up. Thea Hale, we both are very high on. I think Thea in like the next 3 years is going to be big. Yeah. Kiana, I'm warming up to a lot more.
I love Kiana. She's fantastic.
I think she's great. I love JC Jane. I just wish there was just something that they can give her that's more meaningful. Because to me, like the whole thing with Thea, it just seems like it's benefiting Thea more than JC. My choice for underrated, and you might go off on me for saying this, but this is a guy who I always thought was just really goddamn good because he knew how to work the crowd, he knew how to work a match, and ever since he started going on his singles run, he just got over in like a heartbeat, and that's Jey Uso, and he's proven that he is main event Jey Uso. I mean, he had the match against Seth that was really goddamn good. He's had countless other matches that have been really goddamn good. The fans love him. He's the definition of a white meat stomp and clap babyface. So I love Jey Uso. I want to see more from him. I want to see more from him in the main event scene. Hopefully maybe you can get a title run out of him. You never know. But Jey Uso is my underrated. Who is a wrestler that you think is maybe a little bit overhyped? If you had to pick one.
So overrated wrestler. So I have 3 here. Only because it's really hard because it's so subjective, right?
Right.
It's so subjective for overrated wrestler. It's your matter of taste if you like them or not, things of that nature. So I got 3 here. Honorable mention, I got Raquel Rodriguez and I got Wheeler Yuta.
Okay.
I think Raquel Rodriguez is fine. I don't dislike her. I think she's fine. But I think WWE, the way they see her, is a little bit overrated. Wheeler Yuta, I think he's fine too as well. He just doesn't have a character. He can wrestle. He's a good wrestler. But he doesn't have anything outside of that. But my overrated wrestler of the year is Charlotte Flair. I mean, she's not better than, or not worse than Bayley. She's not better or worse than Becky Lynch. She's not better or worse than Bianca Belair. I mean, she is one of the best women's wrestlers of all time. She is one of the best women in WWE today, but at that, they make it seem like she is so far ahead of everyone else. It's laughable. So, Charlotte Flair for me.
That's bold. My choice is actually going to be a tag team, and I have a feeling you know who it is.
Gosh.
My choice is the Young Bucks.
Wow.
Long story short, I'm not going to bore you with details. The Young Bucks to me are just overrated. They sell merch, people like them, whatever, but they're just, to me, they represent everything I don't like about modern wrestling, and they just have the same match. So, I just don't care for them. Don't care for them as people. Don't care for them as wrestlers. So, those are my overrated, overhyped, however you want to put it.
Oh, man. You want them to die?
I don't want them to die. I just want them to
I'm kidding.
I just want them to get fired and get ran over by a car. And no, I'm kidding. I don't want anything bad to happen to them. But just don't care for them. Never will. So, those are my choices. And then honorable mention, Orange Cassidy, Wheeler Yuta, Daniel,
everybody in AEW,
the whole AEW roster. No, I'm not even gonna say Kenny because Kenny can have a good match. He's capable of having a good match. Even though I think he might be a little overhyped in some aspects, but I'm not gonna say overrated for Kenny. But yeah, the Bucks, and then because you said Charlotte, I'm gonna say maybe Becky can be a little overhyped.
That's fine. I can agree with that. That's fine.
She has good matches, but she's not better than Charlotte. She's not better than Bayley. She's not better than Bianca. I mean, this might be bold. I think Lyra kind of outworked her a little bit.
I wouldn't go that far. I love Lyra, but I think it went both ways. Like, you can't tell me that
Right.
she outworked her. Yeah, in that match, it went both ways. You know what I mean? Like Becky's really good. She's really good. You know, Charlotte is really good too as well. That would be like me saying like, oh, you know, I think, Lyra outworked Charlotte. Like that. Nah, I don't see that. In my opinion.
Right. But yeah, those are my choices. All right. Who is your least favorite or just a tag team that you just didn't care for in the year of 2020?
This is the only one where I couldn't think of anybody. I couldn't think of not one person, not one tag team that I thought was the worst tag team of the year. There's not really any bad tag teams out there. Yeah, I mean, well, I know who you got.
Actually, you might be surprised by this choice.
Well, maybe not, but I can't really think of a bad tag team out there. Bad factions, yes, you know what I mean, but not necessarily a bad tag team, no.
Right. My least favorite tag team of the year was Chelsea Green and Piper Niven. Chelsea Green, I love, and you can tell
that is very perplexing, but I'll hear you out.
I love Chelsea. I thought Chelsea, of all the Triple H, return signings, whatever, I thought she was one of the better ones because you can tell that she was at least trying, with that team. And we talked about this before with the teaming of her and Piper where like, Mella had to leave because, she was pregnant. And so, Chelsea was doing that, viral campaign of like, who wants to be my new tag team partner? And like it lasted all of a week. And then Piper just literally came and said, I'll be your tag team partner. So they didn't really have any good chemistry together and nobody reacted to Piper. I mean, they obviously reacted to Chelsea, but it didn't work at all. And like, it was my least favorite because just the two didn't work. The two did not gel well together. So that was my least favorite tag team of the year. Who was your favorite tag team of the year?
Couple honorable mentions first. Obviously the Judgment Day. Finn and Damian Priest. You got Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Bullet Club Gold. You get any version of the Bullet Club Gold. Juice Robinson and Jay White, or you got the Guns. Aussie Open. Great. Obviously the Creeds too. You know how I feel about the Creeds.
Oh yeah.
I mean they're the Stein Brothers incarnate. But it's even though right now they're not doing much of anything, or but just the body of work that they had this year, it's FTR. They're just one of the best tag teams of all time. So that's my tag team of the year.
Yeah, FTR is, I'd be an idiot if I didn't say they're the best tag team of the year. Maybe not my personal favorite tag team of the year, but they're one of the best tag teams of the year. Judgment Day, Finn and Damian, I think have been the more consistent tag team. So I'm gonna go with them as my personal favorite tag team of the year.
Yeah.
And then Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, even though that kind of it felt like that just came and went. That tag team,
it felt like once they won, they were. Now here's the thing: they were still putting on good matches. That's why I have them here on the list, because they were still putting on good matches. I just didn't care about them.
Right.
I'm not taking anything away what they did in the ring, what they said in promos, things of that nature. I'm not taking anything that away. I just didn't care. It's like once they won, I was like, ugh. There was nothing else.
They peaked at WrestleMania.
They came and they came hard.
Yeah, they just nutted and left. Like that's literally it. But yeah. All right, so we're getting to the top. So, who is your least favorite female wrestler of the year?
Nia Jax.
For me, it's Indy Hartwell.
Wow.
I think Indy is a sweetie pie. I think she's a very likable person. She's cute as a button, but she's not very good in the ring. I'm sorry. So, she's my least favorite.
Over Nia Jax, really?
This pains me to say this. Nia at least has been doing something. She at least gets a reaction.
No. Who would you rather have in a ring? Would you rather have Nia Jax in a ring? So let's say we'll just use Becky Lynch. Nia Jax versus Becky Lynch, or Becky Lynch versus Indy Hartwell?
Nia's actually been improving.
You don't believe what you're saying right now.
I hate the fact that I'm saying it. I despise myself for saying it, but Nia's actually been improving in the ring. On the mic, a different story, but in the ring, she's actually gotten a little bit better.
All right, yeah, instead of completely hurting her opponent, she's barely hurting them now. Got it.
But Indy's just not very good.
I'm not saying Indy's great or anything either. I'm not saying that she's good. I mean, but like, all right, okay, all right.
Yeah, it pains me to say this. Overall favorite female wrestler of the year, I'm pretty sure we're going to agree on the same person.
Probably, no, we're not. We're not.
Oh, okay.
We're not. I had to reconsider a couple things, but a couple honorable mentions first. Bianca Belair, one of the best in the world. Tiffany Stratton, going to be one of the best in the world. Lyra Valkyria, Becky Lynch, Toni Storm with her revitalization of her character and still good in the ring. Trinity, doing some great stuff over there in Impact. Don't want to forget about my my Stardom girls, Tom Nakano, Julia, Mina Shikawa, and Rhea Ripley. But my female wrestler of the year, when I'm just looking at it from back to front, front to back, the best woman who can put on good matches no matter what the situation is Io. It's Io for me.
Okay, I'll give you that. I like Io.
I was gonna do Rhea. That she was about. I started thinking about. I kind of went like over the last couple of days. I was watching some Rhea's matches and some Io's matches, and I just thought Io had more of a consistent year.
Match wise, I'll agree with you on that. But as far as like overall star and box office appeal, Rhea, like it's Rhea hands down. Like she's mommy. People love mommy. They just love her in general. So
I mean, I made a fucking mommy T-shirt, so there's no disrespect to Rhea. So of course, I love Rhea, but
Rhea is clearly the biggest woman of the year in any company and just wrestling in general. Io is the best wrestler. She's had the better matches, but Rhea's box office. She's the star, so I'll go with her. Who is your least favorite male wrestler of the year?
Iris.
I had somebody else in mind, but I'm going to go with Tyrus.
Like it's Tyrus. Like there's no other answer than Tyrus. Like
I wasn't even thinking about Tyrus for obvious reasons, but yeah, he sucks. Fuck him, fucking dipshit. But yeah, he's my least favorite wrestler of the year. Who is your favorite male wrestler of the year?
Ooh, here we go. Got some names here. Honorable mentions first, real quick. You got Kenny Omega.
Okay.
Got Seth Rollins.
Okay.
You got Ilya Dragunov. You got Carmelo Hayes. You got Will Ospreay. You got Bryan Danielson. You got Kazuchika Okada. You got Tetsuya Naito. You got MJF. But the rest of the year is Gunther. He puts on the best matches week in, week out on TV. Pay-per-views. He kind of had, I won't say he had duds, but he had like some less than star matches or whatnot, but just his consistency on TV and pay-per-views have been fucking great, fantastic. What he's doing with the Intercontinental Championship hasn't been seen in over 30 years that he's been doing with the Intercontinental Championship. Every match that he has for the Intercontinental Championship, it seems like as big as box office. It's must see because tonight could be the night they'll lose, even though a lot of times we know that he's gonna win. But to me, Gunther is the rest of the year.
Gunther, he's money. He's box office. He's a Bond villain. He's a star. Like you just said.
Hold on. As the resident James Bond fan here, he'd be more of a henchman. He'll be the guy. He'll be the muscle. He wouldn't be the main villain. The main Bond villain is usually just a pussy. He's like a Don Callis or somebody like that.
All right, fine. So yeah, Bond henchman.
There you go.
Gunther has been the man all year. Every match he does is great. Even Gunther's worst match is still just okay, and it's still like better than most matches.
He doesn't have a bad match at all.
Well, no, I was saying like Gunther's worst match is just an okay match.
Right.
You know what I mean? other like candidates, I'm going to do some honorable mentions like you. Ilya was a strong second. I thought Ilya has been fucking great in NXT. He's been tearing it up. Cody, MJF, Danielson, Rollins. Rollins could be a strong third for me. Say what you want about Rollins, but Rollins has been Mr. Consistency for WWE this whole year, and also just wrestling in general. So, but Gunther's the man. It all goes to Gunther. All right, now we get to the final two. What is your least favorite match of the year?
So I got a couple honorable mentions for this. I didn't have a lot of honorable mentions for like the negative stuff, but I just had to mention a couple of these for the worst match of the year per se. I got two. I got two honorable mentions. Okay. First is Adam Cole versus Chris Jericho at Double or Nothing.
That was one of mine. Mm-hmm.
That match sucked. I mean, it sucked in overall. Like, I'm pretty sure you could find bad matches on the Indies that was worse than this, right? But as far as the capability of these two men, it had no heat. No one cared. The crowd was dead for it. Sabu was there, and I love Sabu, but just why? So that's one. My second honorable mention, and this could be like third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 80th. Tyrese versus anyone. Any Tyrus match is a worst match of the year contender. So there's that. But my worst match of the year, least favorite match of the year, was that damn Texas Chainsaw Massacre match on Dynamite.
Dude,
that was terrible.
Dude, I don't know what you're doing, but you're reading my mind. That was my least favorite match. That match was fucking terrible. And you know what? Going into the show we were doing that night, I was thinking, I honestly thought, is Justin gonna like this match? I thought you were gonna like that match or defend it somehow. But no, you said straight up that match fucking sucked.
No, that was bollocks, mate.
Bollocks, mate. That was just awful, just god awful. Jeff needs to, both Jeffs in general. Jeff Hardy needs to just not wrestle. I don't want to see Jeff wrestle anymore. Jarrett needs to just stay in the back and work in the office. Matt needs to not do anything ever. I had some honorable mentions. Originally, I was going to choose a certain match, but due to an untimely death, I had to rescind it or just omit it. And that was Bray Wyatt versus LA Knight in the pitch black match. Yeah, I'm
not going to mention that. I saw that on people's list. I'm like, that's a little insensitive.
Right.
I get it. I understand it. But I can't have that within me to actually say it. You know what I mean?
So I omitted that from my list. The Adam Cole Chris Jericho match from Double or Nothing, that was god awful. Ronda Rousey versus Shayna Baszler at SummerSlam, god awful. Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso at SummerSlam, just the match itself wasn't bad per se. Just everything around it just made me hate it. I wouldn't put that. Now, it wasn't good, but everything around it made me hate it. I think
the I was gonna say the bollocks, but it was bollocks. The bollocks of the match with Jimmy coming out there and all that. I get it, but it still wasn't it wasn't a bad wrestling match though. I've seen a lot worse. You know what I mean? So whatever though.
Yeah. And then Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley in Elimination Chamber. That was not so bueno. All right, so now we're at the final nomination of the night. Best match of the year, favorite match of the year. What was it, Justin?
So this was a tough one. I went back and watched a couple of these matches over the weekend. And on Christmas, and I have a couple honorable mentions here. First and foremost, Carmelo Hayes versus Ilya Dragunov at No Mercy. Best NXT match of the year. That was the best NXT match of the year. Bryan Danielson versus Zack Sabre Jr. at Wrestle Dream. May not be your cup of tea as far as the technical style or whatnot, but if you love technical wrestling, and if that was your match of the year, I'm not gonna dispute you on that. King Omega versus Will Ospreay at Wrestle Kingdom. Fantastic match. Just great. Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair, WrestleMania. Great fucking match. Sami Zayn versus Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens versus the Usos at WrestleMania Night 1. Great fucking match. And again, like Zack Sabre Jr. and Bryan Danielson, this match here is very divisive. Even though I've seen a lot worse as an ECW fan, I've seen a lot worse. The blood spitting and the blood drinking was a little bit over the top. But outside of that, I thought this was a great match. Swerve and Hangman at Full Gear. And my last honorable mention here is the triple threat match at WrestleMania, which I did have as my match of the year. But I watched the winners match, and I was like, this is my match of the year. Gunther versus Sheamus versus Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania for the Intercontinental Championship. Just one of the best matches in WrestleMania history, period. The best Intercontinental Championship match at WrestleMania. Move over Steamboat and Macho Man. But my match of the year is Kenny Omega versus Will Ospreay at Forbidden Door.
Okay.
It's like just everything about it. Just and it was tough for me. And I actually had this as my number 2 match of the year all the way through this month. And because I had Gunther, Sheamus, and Drew as number 1, I went back and watched Gunther, Sheamus, and Drew. Loved the match. But when I watched Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay again, it felt like I was watching for the first time again. And I was reacting in that way. So just me having those reactions, I was like, you know what? This is the match of the year to me. So Kenny Omega, Will Ospreay, Forbidden Door.
All right, so I'm gonna do some honorable mentions as well. I threw AEW some love. MJF versus Danielson at Revolution in the Iron Man match.
Yeah, that's another one too. Yeah,
great match. Roman Reigns versus Sami Zayn Elimination Chamber, just solely based off of the crowd. That was just awesome. Like, that crowd reaction was awesome. Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes, great match until the ending. Bad Bunny versus Damian Priest at Puerto Rico, should have been the main event. I don't know why it wasn't the main event. There hasn't been any discussion as to why it wasn't the main event, but it should have been. And Bad Bunny is like God in Puerto Rico. So, Ilya Dragunov and Carmelo Hayes at No Mercy, like you said, best NXT match of the year. Might even easy top 3 for one of the best NXT matches of all time. One of them. I did say one of them. I didn't say the best. Bryan Danielson versus Ricky Starks at All Out. I thought it was another good match. Throwing AEW some love. And then Gunther versus Chad Gable on an episode of Raw. Becky Lynch versus Trish Stratus at Payback, a steel cage match. Brock Lesnar versus Cody Rhodes at SummerSlam. I thought that was a really good match as well. Ilya Dragunov versus Dijak at Battleground in the Last Man Standing match. But my choice for my favorite match of the year, Charlotte Flair versus Rhea Ripley. That was just a great fucking match. For me, this is just me, my favorite women's match of all time. And you had two Amazonian goddesses out there just beating the fuck out of each other, and I loved it. And I rewatched. I've seen this match 3 or 4 times because we watched it obviously live, and then we watched it again when her cousin came over that night, and then I watched it a few days ago just to kind of think, like, did I really like this match as much as I did? And then I realized, oh yeah, I do love this fucking match. It was awesome. So, which kind of goes, with the theme of Rhea being the star. And Charlotte is, still just as good as anyone thinks she is. Might be a little overhyped at some points, but Charlotte still goes out there and delivers. So, Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte was my favorite match of 2023. So, that's it. Those are the choices. Or those are our choices, I'm sorry. But any comments? Any comments, Justin?
No. I thought that was a fairly good list. I think it was, I will say fair across the board, I want to say.
But just to remind everybody, these are just opinions. These are just our personal opinions. We're not trying to say something is worse or better than the other, which is why I kind of was very adamant about, these are just our least favorites. I'm not trying to say they're the worst. They're just...
Oh, no, I was saying that they were the worst. Fucking Tyrus, like, he is the fucking worst fucking wrestler I've seen.
Except Tyrus. Tyrus sucks. Tyrus sucks ass as a person and as a wrestler. And what's his name? AJ Francis. Like, fuck that guy. But,
wait, what happened with AJ Francis? Why is he catching strays?
He just sucks in the ring. He has a sucky attitude, too. So, but, Tyrus sucks more. We'll agree on that. Tyrus sucks more. All right, and if anyone wants to leave their choices in the chat room as your favorite and least favorite of 2023, go right ahead. Feel free to do so. Just be respectful to others and to everybody else in this chat room. So, all right, so we're gonna end it with Q&A, and we got quite a few questions. So let's. You ready to start this shit, Mr. Justin?
Yeah, sure.
All right, so the final Q&A of 2023. And it starts with Maurice Bear. Maurice Bear, the first question is Fallout or Terminator? Which franchise has the better end of the world and post-end feel? I guess Terminator?
Fallout.
Okay.
But it's like, because people are literally in shelters and fucking like radioactive, like fucking spiders and shit, and fucking radioactive. Yeah, it's Fallout.
There's a Fallout TV show that's gonna come out on Prime.
Nah, I'm not. I only play I played Fallout New Vegas,
right?
And that was the only Fallout game I ever played. I'm very aware of the series and what's going on, but like I'm not that invested to watch a TV show.
How would you rank the Mad Max movie, since there is a movie about Furiosa coming out next year? I've only seen one Mad Max movie, and that was the one that came out recently. So I don't really have a dog in this fight.
I will say Mad Max 2: The Road Warrior is the best.
Okay.
I know, and also Beyond the Thunderdome Zone was probably the worst one. Like Tina Turner in the movie, like, what are we doing?
Right.
Great song though. We don't have a hero. Like the theme song's fantastic. Movie sucked.
Did you see the one with Tom Hardy and Charlize Theron?
Yeah, that was good. I think a lot of people overrated, saying, "Oh, it's one of the best movies of all time." Like, it's very good, very good. I don't think it's better. In my opinion, I like Mad Max 2 better. So,
right. Should Tatanka make a reappearance on WWE television on NXT and offer some help to Eddie Thorpe?
No.
Why
But
not?
I think him and Trey Bearhill is going to be a tag team.
All right. I like Tatanka. With the way Twitter is, and I know everyone's take about it is not all great and all, does everyone finally blame Elon Musk for his insecure ego, for the state of it, and would it force major sports figures like... Would it force major sports figures to leave like NHL, NBA, and WWE?
Dude, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm qualified to make that response. So I'm just gonna say I don't know. So yeah, Maurice asks. I feel bad. Maurice always asks these very well thought out questions, and most of the time,
No, I mean, they're very well thought, but like, if I don't have an answer, I'm not gonna fake it. Be like, oh, maybe.
I know. I feel bad because I'm just like, but yeah, sorry, Maurice. But
great question. I just can't answer it.
Yeah, that's how we're gonna put it. But for now, I think that's all that Maurice has to ask. Kyle, Mr. Kyle, where are you at? What if in alternate universe the Acclaimed are women wrestlers who are... Oh, Jesus Christ. Are also women wrestlers who are lesbians, and their catchphrase is "Scissor me, mommy."
That would be fantastic, actually.
God damn it, Kyle.
That would be great.
I love it. Yes, make it happen, Kyle. Book it. Did you ever realize that there's so many words in the English language where if you break them up, they become another set of words? Therapist is the rapist. Hispanic is his panic. Harmony is harm many. And Jubilee is Jubilee.
That's pretty good. It was awesome.
Awesome. Yeah, there you go. Into. I mean, into's not really, technically not a word, but
Well,
Yeah.
or into it, TurboTax.
Ah, very nice. Nice questions, Kyle. Very well thought out. Do you remember the Tourette's guys videos on YouTube? Or Tourette's guys, I'm sorry.
I don't know. I don't
know.
remember that. I don't know like what year or anything that came out, but I would say like around like 2000, like it was like back like 2005, 2006. Like everyone was watching everything on YouTube, like you know what I mean. But like I guess like nowadays it's like, or over the last 10 years, at least 10, 15 years, people just gravitate towards things that they like. So like mine's like predominantly wrestling and, you know, James Bond and fucking, you know, horror shit. So, video game stuff, obviously.
Yeah, I have no idea who the Tourette's guy is. I kind of like you. I watch a lot of video game stuff. I watch a lot of horror stuff. I watch a lot of bad movie reviews on YouTube. So, yeah, the Tourette's guy, I don't know who that is. Brock Lesnar is pretty scary, but you know what's even more scary? Glock Lesnar.
Is that Arn Anderson's what he calls his Glock?
Pretty much. Nice. You know what song I'd make if I knew how? A parody of Chocolate Rain titled Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns. Now I know that. I remember Tazon Day.
Yeah, I mean I remember when it came out on Tosh.0, but yeah, that's pretty clever, Kyle. What do you call a strip club for pirates? Strips Ahoy. I love you, Kyle. If Jesus Christ was a WWE superstar, what would his finisher be? Crucifix.
Oh yeah, definitely a crucifix.
Yes.
Or a the resurrection super kick.
And
resurrection super kick. Resurrection super kick. Yeah, man.
and Roman would still kick out at 2.
There you go.
What will it take to get Drew Yari to eat at the San Antonio Culver's for the first time? I guarantee you'll love it. I'll go.
It's super far. It's on Days of Allah.
Oh, fuck that.
That's what I'm saying. It's super far. It's really good though. Like the cheese curds is
Right.
by itself worth the trip. But like I'm always in that area because like I go to that Walmart like for figure hunting because I go to a set amount of stores in the area that I go to. So anytime when I'm over there, not always, but like I'll say maybe like every 5 times I go over to that Walmart, I may stop at, if I'm hungry, I'll stop at Culver's one time. So it's like a 20% eat rate over there.
I'll go. It's just, you know, I have to. If it's that far, I need to make time. Like, this is just one of those places where I can be like, hey, let's go after work. Like, I have to, like.
Or no, like, no, you have to go on a day off when you're off.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, that's usually, like, when. I've been off from work for, like, a fucking, you know, like, work for, like, a year and a half, so I can go over there anytime I want to, so, but.
Right.
But I know, like, but previous to that, I just have to be in that area to, like, actually, like, want to get it.
Right. All right. So yeah, Kyle, I'll go. I just need time. I need to make a day for it. Why hasn't there been a wrestling show held in San Antonio called Slam Antonio?
Not sure. I'm pretty sure some of the indie shows here have not used that name. I may need to bring that up to a couple people that I know. Be like, hey, name your show Slam Antonio.
Let me look this up. Slam Antonio. There's actually an Instagram page called Slam Antonio.
Mm.
Oh,
Interesting.
But it's not for wrestling. It's Sweat Like a Mother. Slam is a community of women who encourage each other. Boot camp, fitness, track work, and more.
Is that here?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
So there is a Slam Antonio, Kyle. It's just not the one you're thinking of. So, but yeah, Justin, bring that up to your boys. What's the most embarrassing thing about yourself that you're willing to share? For me, it's that I don't know how to tie a bow, but I'm going to finally learn in 2024. I don't know how to ride a bike. Like I just never really learned because I don't really consider it embarrassing. I just kind of like, I just never really was interested in riding a bike, if that's the best way to put it. So, I don't know how to ride a bike. I don't know how to tie a bow either, Kyle. I don't even know how to tie a tie. I have to get a coat.
Oh, I know how to tie a tie. Let's YouTube videos on it. Like, I didn't know how to tie a tie before you. I'll put it to you this way. Like, I need the YouTube video to tie the tie, but like, I know how to do it if I'm following those instructions.
Right. I don't really know how to. I don't really know how to cook that well. I mean, I know basic stuff like eggs. Yeah, it's easy, but like making pancakes and other shit like that, I don't know how to make.
So you couldn't make like a good chicken Alfredo.
Well, no. But
what's the embarrassing thing about me that I want to share? I don't know. I have a small penis, being black. I don't know. I'm just kidding. I don't.
Oh, it's not small. Come on.
I don't know. I don't know. I can't really think of anything that.
I guess it's, instead of like embarrassing, what's something very trivial that you don't like? You're not knowledgeable on, or you don't know how to do yourself personally.
Like car stuff. Like, I don't know how to change the oil in my car.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that shit either.
Or I don't know how to, like, change my tire. I mean, I know, I'm pretty sure that if I had the right equipment with me, I can probably do it, but I will struggle, and I will take a long ass time. I don't even know if I will do it right. So I'll just call someone to make sure that it's done right. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, that's about it. And I have a small penis as well. Next question.
Christ, mate.
Christ. As a basketball fan, did you know that not all basketball courts are the same size? High school courts are 74 feet long and 42 feet wide. College courts are 92 feet long, but 49 feet wide. And finally, NBA courts are 94 feet long and 50 feet wide.
No, yeah, but absolutely. You fucking play on an NBA court. I played on an NBA court before. NBA regulation, I should say. So,
right.
Yeah, it's fucking long as shit.
Right. I mean, the NBA courts are long for a reason. Kind of like, NFL. NFL fields are probably going to be bigger than college football fields.
No, those are the same.
Okay.
Because they're 100 yards. You can't really fake. like the one at Jordan. Mm-hmm. That's the size of an NFL field.
Right.
It's just that in a stadium it makes it look bigger or smaller, whatever the case may be.
Right. Who are the top 10 people who have been inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame, but in your opinion didn't deserve it? Top 10. Oof.
I don't know if I got a top 10, but I will say this. Everyone deserves to be in the Hall of Fame in some the people that are in the Hall of Fame, they deserve it in some aspect. As far as the regular wrestlers are concerned, celebrities you may be able to, we can have that conversation with. Now, I will say this. I will say that there are some people in the Hall of Fame who got into the Hall of Fame before some other people. Like, I would prefer some other people in the Hall of Fame before the people that are currently in right now. But I will still say that all the wrestlers there, the actual wrestlers that are in the Hall of Fame, they deserve it in some aspect.
Right. Yeah, I mean, the celebrity one, you can go all day with it, but at the end of the day, it's WWE. It's the WWE Hall of Fame. It's not the Cauliflower, Alley Club. So, for WWE's Hall of Fame, I would say everybody has deserved to be in the WWE Hall of Fame.
Well, like, for example, I'll just say Coco Beware. Like, Coco Beware, shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame over, I don't know. Even though it's not going to happen, he doesn't deserve to be in the Hall of Fame over Owen Hart. Even though I know that Coco Beware deserves to be in the Hall of Fame.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, but I would have put Owen Hart in first before Coco Beware. Bad example because we know Owen Hart's not going to the Hall of Fame, but
right.
Right.
I mean, there's wrestlers that got in before, like I don't know, Macho Man,
Right.
or you know,
Warrior.
I mean, Bam Bam's not in the Hall of Fame yet.
Well, yeah.
It took him a long time to put Vader. It took Vader to be dead for them to finally put him in the Hall of Fame, which is just weird. I don't know. I'm gonna be like you. I don't really know if there's anybody I would say doesn't deserve to be in it because it's the WWE Hall of Fame. Maybe Drew Carey, if I had to pick somebody, because he just made that one appearance at the Rumble.
But it was a memorable appearance, though.
Right, but he didn't really do anything.
It was memorable.
Right. Oh, yeah. You're right.
Like, I mean, there's other celebrities that they could have gone with other than Drew Carey.
Yeah. I don't fucking know. I don't know. I can't really think of anyone who doesn't deserve it, quote unquote. So that's my answer. Why does Trick Williams have so many kids that are fans of his? Because silly wrestlers tricks is for kids. Jesus Christ!
Jesus!
I ruined Kyle's joke. I'm sorry.
It's funny.
Let's see. When did you first hear about the Don, Tony, and Kevin Castle show? For me, it was in February 2011 after I watched a clip on YouTube where they were talking about the 2/21/11 vignettes. Roughly around that time, I would say. I think it was more so when CM Punk started to get hot, in the summer of 2011. I can't really distinctively think of the first episode I listened to or the clip, because firstly it was clips, not episodes, but yeah, it was like clips of DT and Kevin Castle, talking about CM Punk and the ratings and shit like that, and then soon after, Wrestling Soup. In no particular order, what were your 6 favorite years of your life? Mine are 2021, 2013, 2011, 2010, 2002, and 2009 or 1999.
Let me think. 1992.
Okay.
Love 92. I was just a kid. I remember we moved into Valley High. 1995 when we moved where my dad's house is at now. 95. 2003. Oh God, 2003. Just because of Spurs winning the championship. Middle school at Jordan. That was fantastic. 8th grade. That was like the best time to be a kid. So 2003. So 92, 95, 2003. 2006. Yeah, 2006 was good. Remember the summer vacation? Like, I was working at SeaWorld. Like, man, my first job and all that stuff. Like, that was real cool. That was a real cool, good time.
You worked at SeaWorld?
Yeah, that was my first job.
What'd you do?
Castaway Cafe in the water park.
I worked there too. I came in 2008.
Yeah. I was at Castaway. I remember the manager there, Paul, I think his name was.
Nice. I worked in stadiums.
2006. So I got 2 more years. 2010 when I got my first apartment. That was good. That was good times. And I don't know. After 2010 really sucks. But let me go back. Everything sucks now, so maybe I don't even want to say this year. Even though I open up my store, I don't even want to say this year. Fuck. Let me see. Let's go 2007 because I graduated high school. There you go.
For me, 2003. I like 2003. Like you said, Spurs winning the championship. 8th grade. It was fun, and it was a pretty fun year. 2003. So 2003. 2007 because we graduated high school, and then Spurs won the championship again. Let's see, 2011 was pretty fun for me. Went to Vegas that year, so I'm gonna go with that. 2012 is when I got promoted to assistant supervisor, and also when me and Betty started dating. So 2012 was a pretty good year. Let's see. 2018 was a pretty good year because I graduated college. I got my bachelor's. So that was a good year. And then 2022, we ended up going to Universal, and that's when I proposed. So.
Oh, there you go.
Those are my favorite years.
I forgot one more year. This will be year number 7. I'm cheating. 2001. Got the internet in 9/11.
Jesus Christ.
Like, no, not in that way. Let me explain myself for a second.
Whoa. That could be the title for tonight's episode. We got 9/11.
And 9/11, of course. No, because I got the internet for the first time, and the funny thing is like we got the internet and it was installed on 9/11. So it was a memorable day. So we got the internet. 9/11 happened, and I don't know. And the very first website I went to was WWF.com. That was the very first website I went to. It was like WWF.com.
And 2008 was a pretty good year for me. So I'm going to go with 2008. All right. Next question from Kyle. Which state would you choose to live in if you didn't live in Texas anymore? For me, if I had to leave Wisconsin, I'd choose to live in a state that borders the ocean, but I'm not sure which one, and I want to live in a state that you can have outdoor games all year. Probably Seattle. Probably live in Seattle or maybe Boston.
Washington.
Yeah. Seattle, Washington. Or Portland. That'd be fun.
Man, would I don't know. It'll probably be like not a low-key state, but just God, man. That's a fucked up question because a lot of shit that I eat is Texas, like Whataburger and fucking like local. Like that's a fucked up question. Tacos, like I'm not gonna I'm gonna live in fucking Montana and get like some of the shittiest tacos you can find. That's a fucked up question, Kyle. It's fucked up, man. It is. I'm pissed off about it. Okay.
Says
maybe Georgia.
Says the guy who was happy about getting internet on 9/11.
maybe Georgia, so I can live in Atlanta. So
right.
I don't know. I want to be cool. I want to be around culture, but at the same time, I don't want to. Oh, shit, man. Maybe Virginia Beach. It's fucking great. Love Virginia Beach. Don't want to be where it's too cold either. So no. I think Virginia's out of the question. I would say Florida, but Florida's just crazy. Like Miami's just like crazy. Mm-hmm. I'd love to visit, never want to live. Like New York, when I went to New York, love to visit New York. I wouldn't want to live there. So maybe Atlanta has the worst traffic too. Fuck, in the country. Oh no, I'm not good with traffic. I don't know, man. Maybe like Phoenix, Arizona. Just like somewhere that doesn't snow. Okay, Phoenix, Arizona for me. I don't want to say California either because like it's so expensive to live there.
Right.
You know what I mean? But maybe I can, or you know what? No, this is what I'll do. I will because being that I have my business, the best place for my business is in the Northeast. So I make like move to like Philadelphia or somewhere like that, and my wrestling shop, and fucking like, and people there like is more crazy about wrestling up there than they are down here. That's for sure.
Right.
That's what I'll probably do. I'll probably live like in Philly or something like that.
Okay.
Or like outside of Philly.
If there's low riders, then what are high riders?
Fucking any truck in Texas.
Yeah, there you go. Why does the Texas A&M logo say ATM? Are they an automated teller machine?
No, they're an automated turnover machine. They fucking suck. You see the game on right now? They're terrible.
Yeah, fuck A&M. Fuck Aggies. Why do you think Randy Orton hates "Burning My Light"? That song is amazing. I mean, he publicly said why he didn't like the song. He thought it was too. I think he didn't like the beginning lyric. Nothing you can say will ever take what you did to me or whatever. But
I don't know.
I mean, I didn't hate it. I didn't hate it or love it. I mean, I like Voices better. I liked when he came out to Killswitch Engage for that one day, and then they gave it to CM Punk. So
Yeah.
but yeah. Who are okay, I think he already asked me this question. He already asked the Hall of Fame question. But that's enough from Kyle. So thank you, Kyle. Goomba, Anna. The Tony Khan Von Kali CM Goof special. Oh boy. This is going to be good. Does Tony Khan hide his coke in his hair?
I'm not answering that.
I'm going to say yes. Does Tony Khan play cosplay as AEW wrestlers when he's alone in his house at 3 a.m.?
That would be pretty cool. Yes.
He just cosplays as Moxley and just bleeds all over the place. Is Tony Khan's mucus the color of white because of his coke?
Jesus Christ. No.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not answering that. That's crazy.
It gets better. Do the Young Bucks rub ice on Tony Khan's chest at night?
I'm gonna say maybe, I guess.
Sure.
I don't want to see that.
Do Tony Khan and Hangman ever hang out?
Yeah. I guess Tony Khan likes the dominatrix stuff. I guess.
Sure. Does Tony Khan run around his house naked with socks hanging out his butt? Jesus Christ, Anna!
Jesus, man.
My God, Anna, are you on coke too? Is Genghis Khan the real life long lost father of Tony Khan?
Maybe his grandpa.
If he was, he'd be very disappointed in his grandson or his great grandson.
I'm surprised Anna didn't ask about is Tony Khan part of the KKK, the Ku Klux Klans?
Ah, there you go. Is Tony is Tony Khan the long lost cousin of Von Kali and CM Goof?
I don't want that vision to happen.
Right. Does Tony Khan secretly hide in the basement of Justin's store?
Fuck no. I don't have a basement. I'm upstairs. There's no possible way for me to have a basement.
Does Tony Khan play with Drew Yari's cats? No, and I'll keep it that way. Is Von Kali the long lost king of Egypt?
Oh, he's the king of the world. Fuck king of Egypt. King of the fucking world.
Does Von Kali play the accordion in a band with Nia Jax?
He doesn't associate with Nia Jax. Yeah, now you want to know the accordion that you're referring to Nia Jax is our butt cheeks.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
All right, I went too far. I apologize.
Oh, you can never go too far on here. Do Von Kali and RJ have coffee outings?
I know you gotta ask him and RJ, but I would like to think so. I probably would like to think so.
I'll need to ask RJ about that. Is Von Kali scared of fluffy puppies?
No, but the fluffy puppies are scared of Von Kali.
Ah. Is Von Kali a vegetarian?
Fuck no, you see that fucking guy? Motherfucker eats all the fucking meat in the world, man.
He don't want no bread, no water, just me.
Just me.
Are hard-boiled eggs scared of Von Kali?
Sure.
Does Von Kali make a killer Caesar salad?
Yeah, no, he makes a killer Von salad.
Ah. What's a Von salad?
It's a Caesar salad, but just named after Von.
I thought you were going to say, it's like a Caesar salad, but it's Von. Does Von Kali secretly own the San Antonio Spurs?
No, because we will be doing better if he did.
Exactly. Is Von Kali the greatest champion in AEW history?
He is the only champion in AEW history.
Does Von Kali slap around Keith Lee?
100%.
Exactly. Is CM Goof the mayor of Munchkin City? I'm going to say yes.
Sure.
Does CM Goof eat sardines? I hope not, because sardines are awful.
You gotta be the devil's dick to eat sardines.
Goof, feel free to speak up for yourself in this. Will CM Goof, Tony Khan, and Von Kali ever have a triple threat match?
No, because Von Kali would just win automatically.
Does CM Goof take bubble baths? I don't want to picture.
Ask him that.
I don't want to imagine CM Goof in the bubble bath. Is CM Goof the greatest Atlantic champion in AEW history? Sure.
Yeah.
Does CM Goof play Roblox? Why does CM Goof?
I don't know any grown adult that plays Roblox.
I don't even know what that is. Why does CM Goof eat raw cookie? I've heard of it. Why does CM Goof eat raw cookie dough? Because he's a awful person.
Right, hold on. Now, I'm going to defend Goof here, because cookie dough's good.
Yeah, depending. Is CM Goof a Chicago Muppet? That'd be pretty cool.
Wait, who is he? CM Punk? What the fuck?
Why does CM Goof wear Barbie's underwear? I don't know, and I don't want to know. I don't know, and I don't want to.
I don't even want to vision that.
And lastly, are Tony Khan, Von Cully, and CM Goof the new three-man band?
No, Von Cully is the fucking band.
Exactly. There you go. And Kyle has one more question. Thank you, Anna. Kyle says, why doesn't WWE release their annual 2K video game around the holidays anymore? That's what they did for years during the SmackDown vs. Raw era. I don't know.
Well, it's because of 2K20. 2K20 came out. It was a shit game. It was one of the worst wrestling video games of all time.
Mm-hmm.
And luckily, at the same time, the pandemic happened. So basically, they took a year off. They came back with 2K22, and they just released it, in March or February or March or whatnot. So that's why.
All right, thank you, Kyle. Savage Elite has quite a few questions.
Jesus Christ! He's probably gonna have like 55,000 questions.
We're
gonna be here till next year, guys. Buckle up.
No, that's Goof. Goof has more questions. Savage has, I think, 10. Let's see. The first question is, what's one positive thing you want to see out of AEW and WWE next year? WWE positives. I don't even know if I can think of one because there's a lot. But for WWE, just keep pushing the right people. That's all I gotta say. AEW, stop booking houses that you can't fill. So that's my positive.
That's anywhere, pretty much.
Yeah, it's just like stop booking these NBA arenas that you can't fill up. Just book the smaller arenas in town. Just do that. But what about you?
WWE, kind of on your point, but just also, I will say that continue to do the pushes, but make sure that they stay hot. Mm-hmm. So I'm figuring like guys like, LA Knight, who's still great right now, but his momentum kind of dipped a little bit. Sami Zayn, momentum dipped a little bit. So, you know what I mean? Like, it's hard, I get it, but try to, keep it as high as you possibly can. AEW, I mean, there's a lot you can say, but I think the major thing is, I think it has nothing to do with the houses. I think the major thing that they need to do right now is have a consistent game plan for storytelling. Mm-hmm. Period. Have a consistent game plan for storytelling. I think if you do that, and currently right now, they're currently not the alternative. They're not the alternative right now. They were the alternative, but WWE is doing AEW better than AEW right now. Probably not as far as the in-ring stuff. AEW still has the best in-ring stuff, but just as of right now, you gotta be the alternative again. What are you gonna do to do that? Do it. But I'll just say this: after this tournament ends, after Edge and Christian is finished, and after the Continental Classic, and the Devil Reveal, what the fuck do they got going on for next year? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So
yeah, right.
I don't know, but just storylines and continue to do that. And I'll add one more thing as well. You can be the alternative. You can still put on great matches, but you don't need to have everyone to go out there and kill themselves too. A lot of injuries. Hopefully, it kind of shape up on that in 2024.
And also, they're allegedly in debt, so I think they need to start cutting a few.
Well, I mean, most companies are in debt for like their first few years before they start turning a profit. So I'm not really surprised by that.
Well, I mean, my point basically is, to kind of piggyback off of what I said earlier about stop booking arenas that you can't fill.
Right.
By the same token, you might want to consider cutting quite a few people, but that's just my opinion. What is your least favorite subcategory of your favorite genre of music? That's a interesting question.
Ahead.
Well, I like rock. I'm not really a fan of like screamo, like kind of like screaming like emo rock. So I guess I'll go with that.
So hip hop for me, that I will say the motivational hip hop, that shit fucking sucks.
What's motivational?
That shit. What was that?
What's motivational hip hop?
Motivational hip hop when it's kind of like the stuff that you see like in like not necessarily movie trailers or anything like that, but just like in those let's say I'm trying to think of the actual like genre that it is. All right, kind of like in like workout like people like working out or whatnot, and they're all like, "I do this for myself. I got nobody else." Like,
do you mean like it's 1%, 1% strength, 3% will? That fucking song.
Stuff like Well, yes, I like that song though. I like that song, but it is like there's a lot of like really it is like the bottom of barrel bad hip hop. It's so terrible. That's why it doesn't get fucking airplay, because it's fucking shit. Now, I'm not talking about Christian hip hop. Christian hip hop is good. I like Christian hip hop. Even though I'm not really religious, I like the message behind it. But just like the bottom of the barrel of just really shit, like workout videos, or like people going rock climbing or some shit like that. They show someone trying to climb in, and it's all like, "You never give up, you never give yourself a chance. This is gonna be your last dance." Like,
I'm only human after all. Fuck this.
I'm gonna fucking kill me.
And I mean, this isn't necessarily my favorite genre, but I guess country rap, I'm not a fan of.
Country rap, yeah.
Pretty much all rap has become, pretty much all country has become rap or pop.
Yeah, it's not the best. Yeah, you're right.
It's like, I got my boots and my jeans on a Friday night. Got my boots and my jeans on a Friday night.
Country and rap is basically the same genre, just in a different dialect. But when it's like too far into that, I get you. I don't even like country, but I feel you.
And then rap, like the SoundCloud rapping, I'm not a fan of.
SoundCloud rapping.
Like all the rappers that sound the same. They're like, "I am rapping like this, and I sound like I'm sad."
Auto-tune?
Auto-tune, there you go.
Auto-tune? Yeah, well, that has been over, though.
Or the rappers that have tattoos on their faces and they all look the same.
What's that got to do with the songs, though?
Just those. I don't like those SoundCloud rappers.
What's that got to do with the music? Like,
or I don't know, the ones that sound like that Burger King theme, that "eat like a king that's on a budget."
That's just funny. Like okay, my favorite one was like Whopper. That's not hip hop though. But it's like Whopper. It like there's this. Okay, I gotta find it. I gotta find it and put it in the chat. It was when the Vikings were in the playoffs last year against the Giants, and they lost, and they were like down by a lot. And they were showing, I guess that song was on the radio. Oh, no, not radio, on the TV or whatnot, the commercial. And it shows like the dad, they're like the Vikings were down like 20, and he had like his hands in his face. He was so defeated.
Oh, God.
It was hilarious. Okay, I have it here.
I know the thing. Whopper.
It's fucking. It's to die. Let's put in the chat. He's just like Viking season on the line against the Giants. And it has my dad in shambles. But what's so funny about it, because that was the only commercial they were playing, like, every single fucking break they were playing at the Burger King commercial. Oh, man. His hands is in his face. Alright, sorry.
No. That was awesome. Alright. Favorite video game from each of the following developers. So, Capcom.
Oh, shit, Capcom. I will say Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
Same.
Fucking one of the best fighting games ever. Period.
Nintendo.
Fuck, that's... Fuck, man.
For me, it'd be Pokemon Crystal.
Was that really developed by Nintendo, or was that developed by HAL? Well, not HAL. What developed Pokemon? But no, that's fine. That's fine.
Had the word like creatures in it or monsters. I don't know. But...
Yeah. But that's fine. I'm gonna go with
Game Freaks. There you go. That was it.
Game Freaks. There you go. That's whatever. That's fine. I'm going with Super Mario 64.
Okay, that's a close second for me. Sony.
Oh, man, not huge into Sony. A lot of people are, but I'm gonna go with God of War, the reboot.
So, question, because I don't think Savage is here. So, like, if it's Sony, are we talking about, like, studios that primarily work with Sony, or just, like, Sony in general?
No, Sony Studios. It's because it's saying developers.
Okay, Sony
Studios. Not the publishers, but there's, like, Sony games out there.
Okay, Sony, The Last of Us.
Okay.
That's my favorite. Microsoft.
Well, The Last of Us was developed by Sony?
Well, Naughty Dog, but it was primarily...
Well, yeah, so Naughty Dog's the developer, then.
Well, no, but it was mainly for Sony PlayStation. So
Naughty Dog's the developer, though. That's what it's saying. Which of the following developers?
Well, no, it counts as a Sony Studios game.
Okay, gotcha.
Right. I mean, when they remastered the game, they put in the Sony Studios intro and everything. So,
Gotcha.
And then God of War God of War Ragnarok is a close second. Microsoft.
Ragnarok was really good.
I love Ragnarok. Have you played the Valhalla DLC?
No.
Okay.
Being that I have an Xbox, no.
Okay, never mind then. Microsoft.
I mean, this is fucking a shit choice. Well, I'm definitely not gonna go. Well, Halo was developed by Bungie, so that's out of the question. Even though I own the Xbox, it's these Gears of War 2. I guess I love Gears of War 2, so I'll go Gears of War 2. I guess.
I'm just gonna say the game that I played consistently. That was primarily an Xbox game, and I know it was Bungie, but Halo Reach, since it's primarily an Xbox game. Insomniac Games.
I mean, really, the only answer is Spider-Man. I mean, you can say like Spiral the Dragon or whatever, but
yeah, Spiral.
Spiral's great. But like, is there any other like you can pick any of the Spider-Man games? But I'm going with the just Spider-Man, Marvel Spider-Man.
There you go.
The original.
That's my choice too. Ubisoft.
So that is I'm trying to think of Well, I know my answer, but I'm trying to think of the other games on there as well. So that is right like Assassin's Creed and... I'm sorry, go ahead.
Assassin's Creed, Prince of Persia, Far Cry 6, Tom Clancy's Division Heartland.
Yeah, I'm going with the Division, the first of the Division. That game, so fucking good. I love the Division.
I'm going to go with Splinter Cell Pandora tomorrow.
Ooh, okay.
One of my faves. NetherRealm Studios.
Okay, now I may cheat here for a second. Because NetherRealm obviously is Mortal Kombat. The Mortal Kombat, and you got like Mortal Kombat versus DC, and you got like the DC Injustice. But it's the same studio. Can I go back to Mortal Kombat 2?
Yeah, sure.
Even though it wasn't NetherRealm back then, but it's the same team. Does that count?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I'll do Mortal Kombat 2.
I'm gonna be a basic bitch. I'm just gonna say Injustice: Gods Among Us. Great game. Rockstar Games.
Grand Theft Auto, Vice City. There's Vice City, my favorite game of all time. It's not even a question.
What other games were for Rockstar besides Grand Theft Auto?
Grand Theft Auto. You got Bully. You got Midnight Club. You got the Warriors. You got if you want to count Body Harvest. But Max Payne as well.
I'm gonna be honest, I haven't played most of these games.
Wait, you haven't played any Grand Theft Auto games?
I tried. It just wasn't my cup of tea, personally. I tried to get into Red Dead. So
of course, Red Dead, yeah.
I tried to get into Red Dead. It just, I don't know, just...
Open world's not your thing, huh?
I like open worlds. It's just, I don't know, something about Red Dead didn't work for me. But I want to try and get back into Red Dead. But, oh boy. I'm undecided. I don't have anything.
Have you played Bully?
No.
Midnight Club's like the racing game, so anything like that.
I played that.
Oh yeah. Well, there's Midnight Club. There's the Warriors. There is LA Noire. Oh, I loved LA Noire. Oh god, I loved LA Noire so much. Max Payne.
I watched my
table tennis. Remember table tennis?
Yes. Okay, table tennis is my choice.
Jesus.
I watched my brother play Manhunt. That was a crazy ass game.
Manhunt was fucking nuts. It was fucking nuts too, yeah.
Alright, Rare. So Rare Studios.
Okay. The answer's GoldenEye. Because that's the only fucking answer. But Killer Instinct is a strong second place for me. But I'm gonna go with GoldenEye.
GoldenEye is the shit. So I don't really think there's any arguing in that. And also, what was it, Killer Instinct? Yeah, that's...
Killer Instinct. And also Donkey Kong. A lot of people forget Donkey Kong was on Rare. It was a Rare game. Donkey Kong Country on the Super Nintendo.
The wife loves Killer Instinct. Like I'm pretty sure she's gonna hear me say Killer Instinct and she's gonna pop in this room.
Killer Instinct. Yeah.
Neversoft Studios.
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2.
What other games are for Neversoft?
So it's Tony, like the Tony Hawk series. You got the Spider-Man the movie from 2002. You got what else? Guitar Hero,
Skeleton Warriors, MDK, Apocalypse, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, Spider-Man, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2, 3, and 4, Underground 2,
Guitar Hero,
American Wasteland, Gun, Project 8, like you said.
All the Tony Hawk games, pretty much.
All the Guitar Hero games.
Gun as well.
Gun
was like Red Dead before Red Dead.
Right. I'll go with Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. But
which one? The first one?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Next, with NXT working with AJPW, this is the second year in a row where WWE works with a Japanese promotion. Do you think something is coming?
Something is coming as in what?
I guess like a cross-brand promotion. I mean, they're already doing that. They're sending Charlie Dempsey to.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if he means like a full talent exchange where you see someone maybe come over to NXT. I don't know. I don't know. I think it's super cool though that they're doing this for a second year in a row. They win Noah with Great Muta and Shinsuke Nakamura. Great moment, right?
Right.
I don't know. I would like to see something because All Japan, like in the 80s and the 90s, it was the biggest Japanese promotion in the world. You know what I mean? So, obviously they fell off. Once they started Pro Wrestling Noah, like that kind of really shot All Japan on, but All Japan is in a resurgence right now. So maybe, perhaps, and maybe WWE's catch them at the right time. So who knows? Who knows? I'd like to see something. You know what I mean? That'd be pretty cool. It doesn't have to be like, something going on at fucking WrestleMania, cross promotion, anything like that. But something on NXT, maybe.
Right. Yeah, I'm interested to see where it goes. Cross brand promotions are always very interesting, and with WWE, I mean, it's now they got Triple H in charge, you might see more of that. So
I mean, they probably want to do an NXT Japan.
Yeah, why not? All right. Outside of the obvious, who do you think the AEW devil should not be?
Outside of the obvious, so the obvious would be like, Jack Perry. He should not be the devil. Tony Khan should not be the devil. Wardlow.
That would be stupid as fuck.
This is war.
MJF should not be the devil.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah.
Arn Anderson should not be the devil.
He should not be. He definitely should not be the devil.
Britt Baker should not be the devil.
Yeah. Will Ospreay should not be the devil.
Oh God. Chris Jericho should not be the devil.
Zack Sabre Jr. should not be the devil.
It'd be cool if Bryan Danielson was the devil.
No.
Just to be like, I'm the devil, and I'm finding all of you for your bad Twitter.
It'll be funny. I'm pretty sure it'll be great in his role, but it's like, no.
Vince McMahon should be the devil.
He is the devil.
It's like that'd be a little bit too on the nose, but
It's me, MJF.
It was me, Max. It was me. All time. Shane McMahon should not be the devil.
He should be the devil, actually. That'll be hilarious. It'll be terrible, but it will be hilarious.
Here comes the money. But yeah, those are our choices.
No, his theme song will be "Here comes the dollars." Here comes the dollars, dollar.
Dollar. All right. Okay, this is another interesting question from Savage. We're still on Savage. Pick one movie from each decade as movies you would watch for the rest of your life. So, the 1980s.
Oh, shit.
So
pick one movie from each decade, and I'll watch these movies for the rest of my life.
Mm-hmm.
And you said 1970s? Oh, no, 80s. You said 80s.
Mm-hmm.
80s. Friday the 13th, final chapter.
Okay. 80s, John Carpenter. John Carpenter's a thing. All right, so 1990s, what would you watch for the rest of your life?
Oh, 90s. Pulp Fiction.
Forrest Gump.
Yeah. God damn it, that's a good one too. But I'm going Pulp Fiction. I love Forrest Gump so much, man. I love that movie.
I almost bought Forrest Gump today, or not Forrest Gump. I almost bought Pulp Fiction today at Half Price Books. They had it for $6. So, but I bought Blade Runner instead. So I'm gonna watch.
There you go.
But Forrest Gump for me. 2000s.
All right, so I got a horror. I got a like action-ish. I don't even know what to describe Pulp Fiction, but it's not really action, but dialogue-heavy movie.
Mm-hmm.
2000s. I'm gonna go with a comedy. I'm gonna go with I'm stuck between a 4-year-old virgin or Superbad, but I'm gonna go Superbad. I love that movie.
Me too. I'm gonna go with The Dark Knight.
I
rewatched that on Christmas because I was working on Christmas, and I was watching it at my desk. I'm like, This movie is still so fucking good. So, Dark Knight. 2010s.
Skyfall. I gotta get a Bond movie in there. And Skyfall. You just mentioned The Dark Knight. Skyfall is basically the Dark Knight James Bond movie. It's so fucking good.
2010s. 2010s. What would I choose? Well, this is tough because there's a lot of movies from the 2010s that I really liked. You know what? Fuck it. Infinity War. I'm going to say 2010s. 2020s.
I mean, there's not a lot of movies I love. But I guess I'll go with The Batman because I really like that movie. Really like that movie. So I'll go with The Batman.
I'm going to go with No Way Home because it's just fucking awesome. Love it. All right. To expand your wrestling palette for 2024, what wrestling promotion and or time period will you try to give a chance?
For me, I've been trying to get more into, because we were just talking about AJPW, and I was actually started watching a little bit more AJPW before, but I've been trying to get into learning a little bit more about the history of AJPW of back in the 90s, so like Kenta Kobashi and Masada and all that. So I'm trying to give that a chance, trying to see why people say this is some of the best wrestling matches ever. So far, I see why people really like it. I won't say it's not my cup of tea per se, because I do enjoy it. But maybe since I've seen a whole lot of wrestling, I'm kind of like kind of neutral on it. It's good. I don't think it's like fantastic or whatnot, but I get why people really like it though. So yeah, I'm gonna be trying a little bit more AJPW and kind of learning more. And I also want to watch like some like the old like Bruiser Brody matches there and the World Warriors and things of that nature. So I'll probably maybe enjoy it more with the familiar faces. So
I want to try and watch more of the old school, mainly. So I have a lot of matches on queue that I've either not watched or haven't finished. So that's kind of my thing. I want to give a lot of the older school a chance, especially after seeing Iron Claw. Have you seen Iron Claw yet?
Not yet, no.
It's so fucking good. You need to watch it.
Yeah, I've heard. But like what era are you talking about? Like 80s, obviously.
80s, maybe a little bit of the 70s, depending, and then
70s is a little tough, but if you get the right people in there, like a good Harley Race match, or like a Dusty Rose, like you'll get into it for sure. But like, are you talking about like the territories, or are you talking about like AW? Oh, okay, like territories. Okay, yeah. If I can give a suggestion, this is my suggestion. 80s, you go with World Class. Like, I mean, obviously WWF. But like, I'm thinking you're trying to get away from that, really.
Right.
Possibly, I don't know. But World Class, WWF, NWA Junk Crocker Promotions, which is WCW essentially. Then you have the AWA. Those four, and you want to add like early '80s, Mid South. Those five. And pretty much '70s is just pretty much who's who. You can do whatever the fuck you want, pretty much.
Right. All right. Yeah, I definitely need to hit you up for some suggestions.
Oh yeah. So, just let me know, and I can.
I mean, I'm gonna come by with my pad, with like a pad and a pen, and just like write down matches that I need to watch.
Well, I have a lot of matches I was watching at the shop too. Like, I was watching Black Saturday. No, you came in while I was watching Black Saturday. Fucking Sheik was just fucking beating up Bobo Brazil, making him humble in the camel clutch. That's good shit. He was just making him humble, like fucking Bobo Brazil, like former champion. Just made him look like a bitch in 3 minutes.
I mean, our good.
It's so funny too. Like not to egg on this. It's so funny too as well, because like you see like especially like in the early age Vince McMahon. And he's just like, hey, we're here back with Andre the Giant, and sometimes it'll be like Andre, what are you like, what are you doing, Vince? He just goes into the business. Like, what do you think about, what do you think about Pedro Morales?
I was gonna say our good friend Kevin Castle. He's basically a walking encyclopedia of wrestling. So
now the other thing too, as well, is that you'll go back and watch like the 80s or whatnot, or like the 70s or anything of that nature. The important thing is that this is what a lot of people make the mistake on. They're watching it expecting classic matches, and you're not gonna get that shit. You know what I mean? You gotta watch it for the, like, if you watch for the story, you watch it for it's really the fans' reactions. Like, everything that the fans, like, react to, they react off of a fucking arm drag. They fucking pop. Like, god damn, man, they react off of a basic dropkick. They pop hard. So it's really the reactions and the commentary and the story that they're telling. It feels more sports-based back then, which I like, that you don't really get today. And, like, some of the promos, too, as well, like, oh yeah, I forgot another one too. Memphis. You gotta watch it. I think Memphis is probably the most underrated of the territories because it was ahead of its time as far as like some of the promo work, things of that nature. It felt more realistic. Yeah, Memphis is another one too as well. But yeah, we could talk about this all night. So.
Okay, I definitely I need to make my list. There are YouTube videos that have live broadcasts of FM radio from the 70s, 80s, and 90s unedited with commercials. Have you ever seen these before? And if so, and if not, should local radio stations give them access to the public for a set subscription price, of course?
Oh my god, yes! Fuck yeah! That is my jam. That is my type of shit that I like to find on YouTube. Like, obviously, things with like Spotify and, you know, things of that nature, we like listen to a lot of music, right? Old music, right? But like, it will be fucking 30 times better to listen to old broadcasts archived back in the day from like, let's say like 1990, let's say 6 or whatever, right? You know, I think 98.5 was just coming around, like old 98.5 from San Antonio or KTFM back in the day from like 1996, and the radio that was on back then with the songs that were on back then, even with the commercials, I'd be up for it. That's genius idea.
That'd be pretty interesting. Why not?
Because at the end of the day, it's because like we can all listen to. We can all get the old music, right?
Yeah.
But what this does, this is memories that we get back from this. You know what I mean? You're paying for memories. You're not paying for the music. The music's secondary to that.
It's like I know we're talking about radio, but it's like that commercial on TV of that Corona commercial where, you know, they're on an island, they're singing "Oh Christmas Tree, Oh Christmas Tree." Yeah, like, you know, that came out in the early '90s. So like, anytime I see that commercial, kind of like, it makes me happy because it.
Or like that M&M's commercial with the Santa Claus. Like, who does this? I do exist. That's been around since like 1995.
Yeah, like those commercials make me happy because they were.
Or what's the other one?
Simpler time.
Like what is it? The Hershey Kiss commercials, like "We Wish You a Merry Christmas." Mm-hmm. And I know you've seen this commercial before, and I'm pretty sure everyone else in the chat seen this commercial. This commercial's older than everyone in this here combined, I bet. That, you remember that old discount tire commercial with that old lady, she throws the tire through the glass?
Yes.
That's memories. It's not about the music, it's about the memories behind it.
Or what was the one with like the chocolate? Where you like had a bunch of like animals wearing like Easter bunny ears.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember that? Where you just see like a bunch of like, you see like a dog and a cat, and of course bunnies wearing like bunny ears, and you see like the cat going buck buck meow. Catterberry.
Oh, is it the Catterberry eggs?
Yeah.
Okay. Now I will say this: he's mentioned YouTube videos. There are YouTube videos that you guys could go watch after we're done here. Go check it out. they got YouTube videos of old commercials back in the day from like the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s. So whatever year that you're infatuated with, you can find hour-long commercials back to back to back to back to back to back to back. And again, and sometimes I go back and watch those. I watch like these early 90s commercials. It's like 30 minutes long. And again, back in the day, like, we didn't really care about this. Like, oh my god, get back to fucking Rugrats or whatever, right? But now going back and looking at it, it's like, man, these are fucking memories here, man. Like I don't know if you remember. Do you remember Crossfire? That commercial?
Refresh my memory.
So it was a board game from back in the day. And there were these kids that are like in this apocalyptic, like they're like in hell, and they're playing this game called Crossfire. It was like a little board game, and they're showing like these little marbles at each other. And the song was like Crossfire, Crossfire. No, okay.
No, but continue.
No, but that's what it was. It was. God damn it! Let me find it. I know it's on YouTube.
Or just all the Hot Wheels commercials where it just seemed really intense.
Oh, okay. I found it. There you go.
Okay.
I found it.
I might have to watch it because I have no idea what it is.
But yeah, there are videos on YouTube of commercials from back in the day. There you go. Crossfire.
Okay, where is it? All right, here we go.
It's.
All right.
You may or may not remember it, but
this
is one of those commercials that stuck with me. But like again, you see, like, god damn it, man! Now y'all get me on a nostalgia trip right now.
I legit don't remember that at all.
Oh, okay, that's fine. That's fine.
I don't know. And just any like Hot Wheels commercial where it was just some guy being like, this shit gives me a fucking boner, and it's like playing, Voodoo Child in the background. So, Hot Wheels. But
I just put a one of those. I guess this guy, his name is Dave's Archives. I guess he has like a whole bunch of these videos, like retro TV commercials from like the 90s and 2000s. So yeah. So y'all give that a watch a little bit later when you have time.
Or the Gundam Wing commercials about people showing you their Gundam sets and just how long it took them to build it, and it's like this intense music in the back. So that was pretty cool. All right, let's finish these up. What is the best Donald Trump meme? I don't have one.
Oh, there's a lot of. You don't got one?
No.
Oh my god!
I hate Donald Trump.
Okay, so have you seen the one where he's doing the Seinfeld?
No.
It's doing. Okay, so it's him talking about like paper straws or whatnot, and like it's literally Donald Trump. It's literally Donald Trump, and at the end he's all like, "What about the?" It was like they want to turn everything into paper. What about the knife? What about the fork? What about the spoons and the plates? But the way he's doing it, it sounds just like how would Jerry Seinfeld will actually say it. It has the Seinfeld music in the background. It is hilarious.
Actually, no, I do have one, but it's you ever watch Always Sunny?
No.
Okay, so like Always Sunny in Philadelphia. So like the bit of the show is basically like every beginning of the show, they'll basically like talk about the plot. And then afterwards, you see in captions, the gang does this, and it plays the theme of the show. For Donald Trump, it's like they showed him, talking about how he's going to run for office, and he does the whole spiel of, we're going to build a wall, and Mexico is going to pay for it, and then it cuts to the caption, America paid for it, with the Always Sunny theme. So that's my favorite.
That's hilarious. Well, that was the one I just mentioned was kind of like an honorable mention, but my actual funny one, my favorite one, was the one when he's when he's like fucking like he's like the Joker from Dark Knight.
Oh god.
It is hilarious. It has the music on in the background. Okay, I'm gonna post both of them. I gotta post both of them. I'm sorry. Oh, the Gundam Wing mall commercial. I haven't seen that. I probably should check that out. Okay, this is the Seinfeld one. I'll find the other one real quick.
Oh, God.
That's the Seinfeld one. The Joker one is the best thing I've ever seen. Like, probably on fucking social media. It is great. And that's the Joker one. I don't know why I didn't post them, but...
Oy.
But the Joker one, you probably should watch right now, because that's like only like 30 seconds.
Alright, hold on.
It's to die for.
It is to die for. Alright. So what do we got? No, wrong one.
Like, that shit is hilarious.
That's actually terrifying.
I mean, what? It is terrifying, but like... just with the music and just like it's the so if you guys don't know, it's the music that they play when the Joker invades the party, and he's telling Rose the story about you wanna know I got these scars, and it's the greatest. But he's funny for the wrong reasons, like
let it go. Very poor choice of words.
Then fucking Trump doing the Seinfeld with the Seinfeld music. That's hilarious.
Anyways, last question from Savage Elite. Jesus Christ, these questions look wild. Who are the 4 pillars of WWE right now? Roman Reigns, obviously. Cody. Let's see, who else? Rhea. And... fuck. Why am I blanking?
Were you gonna say Seth or somebody?
Seth, there you go. Seth, there. Those are the 4 pillars.
Well, for me, I'm gonna go a little bit of a different route. I'm gonna go with young guys who are the future. Mm-hmm. Ron Breakker, Carmelo Hayes. Mm-hmm. I got Tiffany Stratton. Who's that 4th? I will say Solo. I don't know if I want to say Solo, though. But I'm going to say Solo. Solo Sikoa.
All right. Thank you, Savage, for your questions. CM Goof. Oh, God.
Oh, we're gonna end this with a fucking bang, huh?
How was your Christmas? I think we talked about it. Mine was okay.
All right. Well, we're going to start off tame. I like it. Like, mine was good, man. Thanks.
Should CM Punk ever return to this Fireburns theme? No.
It's not needed. I would love for him to come out maybe one time. Kind of like what Drew McIntyre did with Broken Dreams. But he doesn't need a return to it.
Right. Do you know the Muffin Man?
No.
We don't. Are cupcakes just muffins with a hairpiece?
No, because muffins and cupcakes they're not made differently per se, but the how should I say, the context behind the treats are different.
I prefer muffins, especially a good banana nut muffin. Let's see. We got an FM kill, so we got to open up something.
Can we do this one?
Okay, this thing's not opening.
It opened for me. I figured we did something similar to this at one time.
Okay, I need to... What the fuck? I need to open. Okay, here we go. Alright, Selena De La Renta, Kaden Carter, and Mina Shirakawa. I would definitely wife up Kaden because she looks like wifey material. So, her, F Selena, and then kill Shirakawa.
I'm marrying Mina. I'm marrying Mina. Like, that's... Like, like there's. I'm gonna marry Mina. I don't care if she doesn't speak English. I don't give a shit. I don't care. Oh, sorry. Probably gonna F. I mean, you gotta F Selena De La Renta, right?
Oh yeah.
Like you gotta do it. I love Caden, but I'm sorry, I gotta have to kill you here. Even though you're wifey material, but you can't pass up Selena.
Oh, she got that thinging.
No, I think she's a Hoover vacuum cleaner, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, I get what you mean. But there you go.
Suck the daylights out of you.
Oh, fuck yeah. She can eat the cream out of an ice cream sandwich. Oh, man. Is Anna secretly sabotaging AEW by selling Adderall, cocaine to Tony Khan? Yes.
Guess so.
Will Anna be in the next Super Mario Brothers movie? That'd be awesome.
Well, I mean, she's a Goomba, sure.
Yeah. Should Charles Martinet, OG voice of Mario, be Wario in the next Mario movie? I mean, I would imagine if they're going to bring in Wario, they're going to bring in, like, an A-list actor.
No.
Well, the voice of Mario came out in the Mario movie. But
I'm going to say something here.
Oh, God.
I don't know if it's controversial or whatnot, but
Oh, God.
I didn't like the Mario movie.
You didn't like it?
I did not like it.
Why?
It's just... I felt like it didn't really feel like Mario to me. I mean, obviously I like Mario in it, but it didn't really feel like Mario to me overall.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know if it was the voice acting. I don't know what it was, but there were some parts I enjoyed, but like, yeah, it was a lot better than fucking the 1990 movie by a fucking mile. Like,
I was about to ask you. I'm like, was it at least better than the 93 movie?
Oh yeah, 100%. Like I would watch this movie over the original like 100 times out of 100 times, like 100%. But I don't know. It didn't really click with me. Maybe they do a sequel, maybe I'll like it better. But this first one wasn't. I wasn't like mind blown with it.
Right. I enjoyed it. I wouldn't call it one of my favorite. I wouldn't even put it in my top 10 of my favorite movies of the year. It's definitely in my top 25. But yeah,
okay, that's fair.
There were some problems with it, but I enjoyed it. The member berries, brought me back. So, but yeah. Is Anna the secret mistress of Drew Yari? Fuck no. No offense, Anna, but no.
No.
As a longtime Spurs fan, how did you feel about Dennis Rodman being traded to Chicago in the mid-90s and his rebounding contributions, helping the Bulls win 3 additional NBA championships, thus completing a second three-peat, I'm sorry. Those 2 years that Dennis Rodman was here in the Spurs with him and David Robinson, like, they were pretty fucking dominant. Especially that 1 year when David Robinson led the league in scoring and also won the MVP. Dennis Rodman also led the league in rebounding. I think that was, I don't know if it was at the time.
Yeah, it was suspended for like 30 games too.
Yeah, but Dennis Rodman didn't want to be here because he was very much like not what the Spurs wanted as a person, because the Spurs or San Antonio in general is very like a conservative city. I mean, very conservative back in the day. I mean, because Dennis Rodman, Jesus, there you go. Dennis Rodman told that famous story about how him and David Robinson were at a diner in Utah, and David just like nonchalantly pulls out a Bible and says,
The Drew Yari Show.
It's Drew Yari. It's Drew Yari.
The Drew Yari Show.
It's Drew Yari. It's Drew Yari.
The Drew Yari Show.
It's Drew Yari.
The Drew Yari Show.
It's Drew Yari.
The Drew Yari Show.